Hi, and welcome back. This is week 4, video number 3. Video number 3, video number 4. I'm getting confused. But in this video, we're going to take a look at the APA assignment number 2 and the instructions for it. So for this assignment, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating 5 answers, and each of the answers is going to be according to a scenario that's given. Your responses are going to be 1 to 2 sentences in length, and they should contain the appropriate in-text citation. I did want to warn you, and that's why I put this in red, that you want to be sure to carefully read each scenario, and you're going to refer to the references page provided for this assignment. So at the end of the assignment, there's a references page that lists out the different resources that were used in creating this assignment. So I'll just scroll down to it here. Okay, so you'll see the last page has a list of references. You're going to need to consult this to be able to handle each of these scenarios. It's also important to make sure that you clearly understand each scenario and what the question is asking you for. So are you being asked to direct quote or paraphrase? And are you being asked to use the author's name in your sentence? Yes or no? So each scenario will have some instructions about that. Remember that each sentence must contain an APA in-text citation. If you write more than one sentence for your response, each of those sentences needs its own in-text citation. Okay, so be very careful. The main thing with getting this assignment right is following the instructions and making sure that you're going through each of those scenarios correctly. I'm going to ask you to type and format according to APA in terms of font and spacing, but you do not require a title page, a list of references, or a running head. Instead of a running head, just please type your name and your student number in the running head position. So that's header in MS Word. So instead of doing a regular running head, just type your name and your student number up there. Let's take a look at the first scenario just to go through the instructions and the scenario instructions. And this should seem really familiar because it's what I asked you to do in the exercises that you worked through. So I'm going to ask you to imagine that you're reading an article from the Journal of American College Health. To find out the information that you're going to need to do the in-text citation, you'll need to go to the references list and find the entry that comes from the Journal of American College Health. And look, oh, it's number 1. Okay, so you're able to get the information that you need, the author's names, the years, etc. And I'm going to ask you then to go back and look at the question. I'm going to ask you to imagine that you're reading something on a specific page. So I've given you page 373. And the quotation that you're seeing is there. Students at Mohawk College were twice as likely as other students to indicate that they consumed alcohol on a daily basis. Of the Mohawk students surveyed, 75% indicated that they consumed more than 2 drinks daily. Here's your assignment. I'm going to ask you in 1 or 2 sentences to paraphrase all or just part of this information and to use the author's names in your sentence. Be sure to include the correct in-text citation. So almost exactly what you did for the exercises. The only addition is that you need to go to the list of references to be able to pull the information that you need. Remember, again, I am available for course chat on the Monday. So if you have any questions or experience any difficulties as you're working through this, make sure that you come by the chat to ask your questions. Okay, again, my best advice to you with this is go slowly. You're only giving 5 answers here, so you can take lots of time to make sure that all of your in-text citations are letter perfect and that you've followed all of the instructions for the scenarios. Good luck. You really are getting your feet wet with APA format. I'll give you a due date and a due time for this assignment on Blackboard, so keep an eye out for that. Take care, and I'll talk to you in our next video.